Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, we're just walking past the cathedral. See behind over my shoulder. We left at 6 o'clock, so this is now our earlier start. I must say it's rather nice. Complete blue sky, 12 degrees. Both feeling ready to get going again. Had a nice afternoon. Met up with some of the other pilgrims we met earlier. Shared a few drinks, and I think about 4:30 we headed back to our room and then just started chilling again and had a really relaxing few hours, and then an early night to wake at 5 this morning. One of us, no names, still a little bit sleepy. But we're doing good. I think we're well prepared now and well up for the 30k. Well, it's going to be about 31, 32 in the end, because we've had to walk a little bit into the town again, and it's a gentle slope all up round the back of the cathedral. It certainly gets that lactic acid back out your legs you've stored from the rest day. So we plan to stop at about 11 kilometres and have some brekkie. So hopefully by the time we get there, we'll be feeling nice and fresh, and then start the day what's left with the 20. So that's the plan. Old churches and monuments and arches and gates everywhere in this city. Okay, well, thanks very much, Burgos. We had a lovely time, lovely rest day.
We did.
And we didn't have to do any laundry because we got it all done the night before, which was brilliant. Okay, catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hello again. Well, we've done 10 kilometres. We've just stopped off and had a coffee and a croissant. Sadly, there was no toast. Can't remember the name of this place actually. What was it called? Tejias or something. Talk, Jan.
Haven't got a clue. Talk, John. Maybe we start again, Mark.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, we just cleared Tarjados, and we stopped and had a coffee and a croissant at a little farmer's place, really. A little bit rubby, not a big selection. But anyway, did the job. So we've done 10 kilometres, which we're very happy about. Went very, very easily. It was nice to get out of the town. So now we've got just over a kilometre to a place called Raba. And after Raba, we start the climb up to the Meseta. So finally we'll be on it. So all the talk and all the planning about it, we get to see for ourselves. Which at the end of the day, that's what this Camino is when you finally do it, because you really don't know until you do it. And I mean, the learning curve we've gone through has been massive. But enjoying every day. Every day is very new, very different.
Yeah, very different.
I mean, obviously you've got your hiking to do. I mean, today's difference is I've got a stone in my left-hand shoe. And I have to stop and take it out because it feels like a bloody boulder.
We're finding our Camino family is getting bigger and bigger.
Yes. So I've just seen a bench ahead. So I think that's where I'm going to take my left boot off, and because we've always said it, if something's not quite right, stop fast before you start doing some damage. But we're very excited about today because
Look at the stalks.
I don't think you can see them up there, the stalks at the top of the church. Yeah. Very sleepy little town. So it's 9:15. Ooh. Right, let's go and get this stone out. Okay, we'll talk when we get up to the Meseta, I think.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Later. Bye.
Well, it's 10 o'clock and we've just come up quite a hefty long climb. So technically we're now on the Meseta. So, and I must say, for 10 o'clock, it's the hottest 10 o'clock we've had so far.
Yeah, definitely.
So, unless that wind comes up today, I think the 28s into the 30s is going to be realised. But if you look ahead towards those windmills, that's where it weaves across. And then just over that second lump, we then start going down to Hontanas, which is the first town on the Meseta. Just swallowed a fly, which wasn't very pleasant. But I've got a feeling, looking around, we're going to have that quite a lot. But it is so quiet up here. Just the sound of that, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I just started it and I'm loving it. Maybe ask me later on, I might just bloody hate it.
So, as the myth goes that the first 12 days is your body attuning to the daily hiking, and you deal with any blisters that you may or may not get, any pulls, stretches, etc. And generally most people seem to be in a reasonably good order that we saw last night. Our group now, there's only 2 ahead of us. The rest are all having a rest day in Burgos, and then one's arriving in Burgos today, so we're spread out over 4 days.
Yeah.
So what comes next, up to Leon, is the mind. So it becomes, you start strengthening the mind side of you now. Because, I mean, as you can see ahead already, there's no shade. And that becomes the norm. It gets a lot flatter in places. You can see longer straights ahead of you. But we're really excited to finally be on here. And we're really looking forward to spending our days up here. And there's flies. Are you getting them?
I keep
on
them
your head?
closed so I don't get them.
So it's just going better and better and better. Loving it. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. Hi again.
Hi.
It's, what time is it?
Now it is 11:05.
11:05. We're in Hontanas, which is one of the stops you can do, 20 kilometers from Burgos. Buen Camino. But we stopped there, a little place, and got a roll made up for a little bit later. And then we went a bit further and we stopped at a really Casa Manolo rock and roll zone, serving farmers on one side and then pilgrims on the other. Really, really nice place. Rock and roll, it was like a poor man's hard rock cafe, wasn't it? But I think fair to say,
Good music.
great music. That's the best coffee we've had so far.
Yes, definitely.
Unfortunately, Janet had a decaf as well, so we both had very creamy coffees to die for. Really, really good. So that was well worth getting out of bed at 5 o'clock this morning for. So we've got a lovely 10 kilometers left. It's not too warm. It is warm, but not too warm. And then we've now got to climb out of this little dip, back up, then with another little dip, and then back up, and then a long steady descent into Hontanas. We've already read some messages from our original Camino family ahead and behind. Everybody's well. The 2 that stopped where on our recommendation where we're stopping today said they enjoyed their spa and jacuzzi and pool and everything, so I seriously can't believe we've got that ahead of us, really. That is such a lovely treat. And we've also found that there's some nice little restaurants, and one in particular there looks really nice. So we're going to try and get a plato combinado rather than a pilgrim's 3-course meal thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the way we're rolling. That's where we're heading, up that direction, and up over that hill in front. I mean, they're not big climbs, so, and I think today's got more climbs than the rest of it. I mean, it does get very flat up here. Okay, shining off. Hi there, it's 20 past 1 and we're well into the meseta, and we kind of sort of ran out of water at one stage, so we had to do a small divert to get some more. Janet suffered a little bit, but she's okay now.
Feel a lot better, but still feel sick.
Oh. So we've got about under 3 kilometers left. We had a bit of a delay there, about half an hour while we were resting. We couldn't find shade. So the big lesson to be learnt on here is carry loads of water. And because the more you've got, the more you'll drink and the more you need. So looking forward to arriving today. We've got one small town to come, and we'll see if we can pick up something there as well. But otherwise we should be at our hotel in about half an hour. And it's a stark wake-up call to what this area really is. It's like green desert really. And lo and behold, over the hill comes the little Correos van delivering mail to these outlying places. I can't imagine there's many deliveries. Okay, until later.